Hi Pisces, this is April for Astrolada.com and I'm here to give you your February 2017 horoscope. I have my lovely pink and purple board here to demonstrate what the planetary activity is this month and how it affects Pisces. So what's going on for us this month? I'm a Pisces moon, so I'm right here with you guys on the planetary activity effects. So the sun continues to be in Aquarius, which for us is our 12th house. The 12th house is like the place that you go to relax and retreat and let go, and also to reflect on things. And it's kind of being in isolation. So this is something that Pisces we're very familiar with. Pisces is a 12th sign on the zodiac wheel. So anytime there's anything that's happening 12th house, whenever you hear that, it's like an energy that we are already acquainted with because we're the 12th sign. I hope that makes sense to you guys, not too complicated. Pretty much we're going to be feeling more in our element because of the sun in the 12th house. So we are going to be a little bit more reclusive. We are going to be, our energy levels may be a little bit lower during that time. And it can just be time to be in peace and quiet with some good movies, some good music, just quietly do our art alone, spending a lot of alone time, a lot of thinking back on the past year. Because you know what, when the sun moves into Pisces, that can be a time where we feel reborn and it's time to get started on some new goals. And before that, you know, we have to have the opportunity to look back and see what we've accomplished, what we haven't accomplished yet, and maybe let go of any like karmic ties that we have with anyone or anything in our past. So that is the sun in the 12th house. On the 3rd of February, Venus changes signs. So Venus was in our sign the whole month of January, which was awesome. We were feeling beautiful. We were feeling artistic and creative. A little bit extra of that stuff. Venus rules not only beauty and art, but also relationships and also just how we enjoy ourselves here as physical beings, experiencing the physical world around us. So now Venus is going to move into Aries and she's going to join Mars. So Venus and Mars together are like super uber passionate, super duper passionate energy. Venus and Mars were together in our sign in Pisces in January, and woof, that could have been pretty interesting time for us. We could have been motivated to do a lot more artistic and creative things and actually put our art out there. We could have been a lot more passionate about life in general. But now they are going to be together in the second house, the second sign from us, which rules our money, our finances, our earned income, the earned income that we make from working very hard at a job. So a lot of my Pisces people were very creative, and we do like a creative or artistic type of career for a living. So Venus and Mars here in our second house, this is very creative. We can continue to create some really awesome things that can help us to generate some more income, some more revenue. Venus and Mars in the second house. Second house also rules like material world enjoyment, you know, like buying things, going shopping, accumulating material possessions. So Venus and Mars can make you feel like so great, like celebrating life, that you just want to burn through all of your money in your bank account or on your credit cards or what have you, wherever you keep your money. So that's just one thing to be mindful of if you are living a lifestyle to where you are trying to save money and be a little more on a budget, a little more cautious. Venus and Mars burning through your second house of money, oof, it can be a little bit of a testing time for my budgeting, saving Pisces people. But definitely hard work towards earning money, towards gathering money, and a little bit of fun and creativity in the mix too. This can be, if you're in a relationship, enjoying more of the physical world with your love interest and your relationship partner, and maybe like eating more together. Oh my gosh, Venus in the second house, this is one of those transits where you are going to be craving food so much more, like always hungry all the time, because Venus is enjoyment in the second house. It does rule food. That's like a resource of ours, so enjoying a lot more food. This is definitely part of that transit. So if you're a Pisces that's trying to lose weight, be mindful of that. But Mars is also here to kind of keep you active and, you know, physical, and maybe burn off some of those calories if you accumulate some more. On the 6th of February, we have Jupiter, which rules abundance and seeing greater opportunity in the world and expansion. Is moving retrograde. And a lot of people freak out when they hear retrograde, because they think of Mercury retrograde, which is famously known for causing a little bit of chaos, being a little bit of a trickster, you know, in our worlds. But not only Mercury goes retrograde, other planets like Jupiter do too. But see, Jupiter represents opportunity, and retro means going back and bringing back. So you may have an opportunity brought back to you. Now, Jupiter is hanging out in Libra, and for Pisces, that is your 8th house. The 8th house is money that you earn by working with other people, or also being partnered up with another person, like in a romantic relationship, in a marriage, or whatever. So maybe there was an opportunity for joint finances to increase and expand that was maybe missed, you know, first time around when Jupiter was going through this house. But now retrograde can bring an opportunity back for you to you know, acquire more joint income or more income within business partnership. So Jupiter is going to be retrograde starting February 6th and through the beginning of June. So just keep that in mind, Pisces. On the 7th, we have Mercury switching signs. And Mercury, he rules communication. It's how you type, how you text, how you email, all that good stuff. It's also your thinking processes. And he moves from Capricorn into Aquarius. And his visit here in Aquarius is very short since he moves very fast. This is your 12th house. So this is where your mind is going to be. It is going to be on 12th house stuff. This could be kind of another testing thing for Pisces. Like, we need more of that, right? Because we're already, you know, people that are inside of our own minds a lot, inside of our own imagination. We lose touch with reality, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not. And Mercury here, that's where our mind is going to be. We're going to be a little more spacey, to be honest. As if we need more of that too, right? A little more spacey, not really wanting to be here, not really wanting to deal with the practical and the mundane very much. We kind of have to, though, because we have practical stuff going on here in our 2nd house and then here in our 8th house. So we got to think about money. We have to manage money and be present, you know, in order to make some good things happen with money. So our minds are going to be kind of spacey here. On the positive side, it can be a time of introspect, to where we can think about things a lot more before we jump and make decisions. Or it can be, you know, since Mercury is also skills of the hands, and we are very creative and artistic people by nature, this could be a time where we can dig into some more art. You know, we can dig into, if you're a Pisces that writes poetry or music, or if you do anything creative with your hands, or, you know, your thinking or your speaking, this can be an advantage for you. Then Mercury on the 25th will shift into Pisces, into our sign. So Mercury in the 1st house. This is us, right? This is us, obviously, Pisces. Mercury wherever he travels, I find that he can make you really busy, like a busybody. Your mind is like really just shooting all over the place. You have short attention span syndrome, as I call it. So we're going to go from being spacey to having like a mind that's more clear, but it's just all over the place and it wants to take in all this information. Just be careful not to burn out, not to exhaust your mind and exhaust yourself, because this will make you kind of restless, have a restless mind. You may be up late at night thinking about stuff, thinking about random things about life, wanting to read a lot more, wanting to be on your phone, texting people, be on social media a lot more. Just be on your phone, like kind of BSing, to be honest. Always having your phone in your hand or having to read something, and just your mind's going to be super duper busy when Mercury goes into your sign, into our sign, and we'll be there through the end of February. So on the 18th of February, we have the sun moving from Aquarius in our 12th house, that deep water 12th house, into Pisces, into our sign. Yes, Pisces. When the sun moves here into our sign, first of all, happy birthday to my February born Pisces. I really hope you guys can find a really fun, creative way to escape reality safely, okay, and enjoy your birthday. Maybe go near some water, maybe go see some art, some music, or something like that to enjoy yourself. Whatever you guys enjoy, I hope you really enjoy your birthday. That's what happens when the sun comes into your sign. Usually it's a time of rebirth every single year. So even if your rising sign is Pisces, for example, not your sun sign, it's not your birthday, Pisces risings are going to get a really big boost in energy when the sun comes here. The sun coming here can also make you feel like expressing your will and your authority a little bit more, and you're a lot more focused on the I am, and I'm proud of what I represent, and what, you know, who I'm proud to be. So it's like kind of like you're going to be coming out of the shadows a little bit more, and really exerting that, Pisces. So I would say Pisces, we're normally very sweet people, very caring. We, you know, are very, very accepting. But during this type of transit, we can be a little bit more on the brash side if we let ourselves become that. But it's definitely a great time for expression of the will, expression of the ego, but in a positive way. As long as you control that. So now let's talk about the eclipses. This is some good stuff. So every month there's a full moon and there's a new moon, and they bring great change and some new beginnings that can last about a month. But when there are eclipses, they are like full moon and new moon, like super high potency, okay? So pretty much during an eclipse, about a month or like a few weeks before, you may start to see things build up, like energy build up, activities build up, events happening that build up to the eclipse. And then once the eclipse hits, there will be a 6-month window after that to where you may see the results of wherever the eclipse hit, having a really great breakthrough, like a huge breakthrough. So with all that being said, the first eclipse that happens in this month in February is we're going to have a lunar eclipse in the sign of Leo. That means the sun and moon are opposite. It's a full moon eclipse, okay? So for us, Leo is our 6th house of work and of health. Then on the opposite end, we're going to have, at that time, the sun will still be in Aquarius. This is around the 10th or 11th of February, depending upon which part of the world you live in. So we have the sun here in Aquarius in our 12th house. So that's like wanting to not pay attention to the material world, not wanting to pay attention to time, to any constraints that may, you know, want to grab a hold of us and keep us from being free to flow, like, you know, the symbol of the fish we are and the water sign that we are. It's just wanting to float, okay, and be in our own zone. And retreating away from the world in isolation. And then here's the 6th house, which is the practical world. It is work. It is taking care of your physical body, doing things on a daily routine to take care of all of that stuff. It is like, you know, doing things at the same time every day. Like if you have a job, you got to get up every day at the same time, leave at the same time. It's all that routine stuff. And Pisces, just generally speaking about, you know, isolating the energy of Pisces, is bothered by stuff like that. I know me as a Pisces moon, I get bothered by the constraints of the practical world a lot of times. You know, sometimes I want to dive in to what I want to do, which is usually like create or read or something like that, and just not even care about time and not be restricted. But the practical world on the other side is like, you know, you need to utilize your time wisely. You can't just slip off into your own world. There's still, you know, time to follow, to do these routine things. And so there's going to be an opposition there, Pisces, to where something is going to come to a breaking point, and then it's going to initiate a really huge change. So this moon, the moon in Leo, is having some positive aspects to it, actually. So it's nothing to fear. Whatever changes are brought about are going to be for the better. So the moon is making a trine to Saturn in Sagittarius, which for us is our 10th house of career. So this is our work house. This is our career house. Then it makes another trine to Uranus and Aries in our 2nd house of how we earn our money. Oh my gosh. And then it makes a positive aspect, which is called a sextile to Jupiter here in our 8th house of shared finances. Oh my gosh. So guess what this all means? All of this astrological math. What does it mean for us, Pisces? Money and career are going to change for us sometime within the next 6 months. Some of my Pisces have maybe already been feeling the changes coming on, or maybe had dreams or visions of, like, you know, maybe, for example, you're a Pisces that works in the corporate world like me. And we are like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole because we're so, like, creative and just flowy, and, you know, it's just not our thing to be so, like, constrained all the time. Maybe we have to let go of that job, which is the 6th house, okay, where the moon is at. Maybe we're going to be challenged in a way to where we have to change our routine, okay? And we can't just float in our own zone. That may come about too. But then career, Saturn is like a really strict general, drill sergeant, father, teacher, or something, or a boss in our 10th house of career. So a lot of us have had maybe someone embodying the energy of Saturn and playing that role out for us within career. Maybe a really strict boss, me. But maybe working very hard can earn us more money, to where Saturn rewards hard work. So our boss may reward us for hard work. So we may be promoted or something into a higher position, to where we have more authority over other people or over our own time. And the 12th house is wanting to do things on your own time. And then time management is the 6th house. So all of that stuff is going to be affected. And then it may affect, like, how a partner and us, we handle our money. And it may expand the amount of money that we have. So what I would give advice to my Pisces is this. Just continue to work very hard. I know the practical world is difficult to deal with a lot of times. Staying on routine, staying on schedules, difficult to do, okay? But we have to do it if we want to advance in career. We've got to deal with Saturn up here through the end of 2017. So we are really being pushed when it comes to career. So just go for it, Pisces. Just remember that, you know, you really have an opportunity to do things big and huge this year, okay? So that's the first eclipse. Then the second one happens in our sign, in Pisces. So this is our first house of self. And it means the sun and the moon are here together in the same sign. They join, the sun and the moon, they join Neptune, which is our ruling planet in our sign, and also the south node. Mercury is here in the same house, but these are all in a conjunction together. The sun, moon, Neptune, and the south node. Neptune, the south node, and Pisces all represent, in some sort of way, letting go and release. So there is just something within us, within how we live, within maybe the path that we're on in life, that we're going to have to release and let go of. Just one example is, I'm not saying all Pisces, every single one of us are like this, but a lot of Pisces are prone to unhealthy ways of escaping reality, because we are the escapists of the zodiac. We don't really care about time and practical stuff, as I explained. We try to run away from it a lot and be in our own zone. Well, some people do that by means of substances or, you know, things that are not really that healthy for them. This new moon eclipse may tell us that we have to let go of that. We have to let go. Like, we got these career opportunities going on, Pisces, opportunities for more money. We have to let go of any negativity in our lives, anything that holds us back from advancing in life, any negative Piscean traits. Like I said, the escaping reality, losing track of time, not really wanting to deal with practical stuff and keeping up with it. That's hard for us, but we have to do it. Have to let go of old habits. This can also mean, you know, maybe just a change overall, like in our appearance. You know, we're working on our reputation. Saturn is up here in our house of public image. So we're really working on that. And then this is our, you know, first impression that people get of us, our appearance. So maybe there's something that we want to change with our appearance to make sure that we continue to build a good reputation for us. So anyway, this eclipse is super huge because it's in our sign, and that one happens on the 26th of February. So that wraps up our month of February 2017, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you would like a personal reading with a fellow fishy, I'm a Pisces moon, so I totally understand the struggles of Pisces. If you would like a reading with me, I do have a page, a reader's page on Astrolada.com. So go find me there, contact me, and we can get a reading scheduled. All right. So have a great month. Have a wonderful birthday, and I'll see you guys in March.